Good morning, children. Grade 10. So I hope you are studying for the board class. Very good. So today I will be discussing chapter number 4 of civics with you. That is gender, religion and caste. So we will be discussing these three main social divisions today. What do you think? What is gender? Yes, it is omnipresent. It is universal. Because gender, by gender, what do we mean? Like dividing the society into two parts, you can say, according to female work and male work as assigned to them by the society. But it is not so. And there are many people who think that this work cannot be changed. So do you think it is a positive thinking? No, it is not. It is a typical stereotype thinking and mentality who divides the society on the basis of work done by the female and the male. So there is called sex. What is sex? Yes, like there are, like we are there as humans. So there are males and females. Yes, we cannot change them because it is dependent on their physical organs. Fine. But if we are discussing gender, so one sentence comes over always: division of labor. So what is this division of labor? Division means dividing of labor. The work has to be separated or has to be assigned. So that is basically division of labor. But India is a patriarchal society. What is patriarchal society? Patriarchal society is where the father rules the family and he is head of the family, and the female is not allowed to take much. Tell me. Okay, she is not allowed to take a lot of, we can say, like, I'll give you an example. मेरा बच्चा कहाँ पढ़ेगा? हम ये प्लॉट लेंगे कि नहीं लेंगे? मैं जॉब करूंगी या नहीं करूंगी? So what are these called? Why do you think I stopped for that particular word? Yes, decision making. Fine. So in patriarchal society, the main decisions for the family are taken by the males, the father or the grandfather. And there are many problems which are faced in the patriarchal families. Can you name some? Okay. Number one is literacy rate. What is literacy rate? It's like education. How many females are being educated? How many females are going to the schools to complete their education? So the numbers are really shocking. If we talk about the males, it is 76%. And if we are talking about the females, it is just 54%. So 22% is higher if we talk about the males. Why is it so? Have you ever given a thought about that? क्यों? क्या लड़कियों के ज्यादा नंबर नहीं आते हैं क्या? अपनी क्लास में सोचो, काफी गर्ल्स हैं जो अच्छा पढ़ती हैं. When we are, मैं ये नहीं बोल रही हूँ कि बॉयज के नंबर कम आते हैं. Yes, but गर्ल्स भी इक्वली अच्छा रिजल्ट लेके आती हैं. और जब भी अखबार में सुर्खियों में आता है तो देयर आर हेडिंग्स लाइक फिर से लड़कियों ने मारी बाजी. ठीक है, बट दे आर स्टॉप्ड from going to school. There are many reasons for that. Families are not interested in spending their wealth, spending their money on the education of the girl child. उनको लगता है ये तो शादी होके चली जाएगी, तो why to waste money on her? And if we talk about the minimum facilities she is availing in the school, there are schools where we do not even have washrooms. this is a sufficient cause to drop out from the school. Fine. Then we have, like, we should say the females are working on the same grounds. She's working in a school, and there are others are also working there in the same workplace, but majority of the times who's being paid more? Yes, the males are being paid more. Let it be an organization or a multi-level company, or you can say some factories, or you can say in different kind of organizations. So the males are being paid more for the same work which the female is also doing, and plus what is she doing? She is contributing in the domestic work also. So who's working more, male or female? When you will open your book and when you will read this chapter, you will find a cartoon type girl, and she is pondering, she's thinking that my mom always says I'm a housewife, I don't work. But she works 24/7. She never go on a holiday. She never has Sunday. In fact, she needs to work more on Sunday. So what is that? She's working. What is called work? She's confused. So these are the problems what a female is facing. Then we have the social status of a female. How many females, how many percentage of females are being respected in the family? The percentage is very low. Government has made some family laws which can protect her. Domestic violence law, dowry laws, law of inheritance. So there are many laws, but there are very few who are able to take the advantages of these laws framed by the government. Then we have government made one more rule, Equal Remuneration Act 1976. According to that, the males and the females will not be discriminated on the basis of the sex when they are working in an organization and the same work has been assigned to both male and female. There has to be same status, same equality has to be practiced by the owner, by the employer, and the female can sue him on these grounds of inequality. These problems will not be solved till the time the woman comes into power. If we are talking about the female representation in the politics, it is not good number. If we say in Lok Sabha, kitni females hain who are elected, it is less than 10%, which is again a very low percentage. Then we say, what is the percentage in the state assembly? That's below 5%. Surprising. And what did the government do? Yes, it is taking some measures to uplift the standard of the females. So, in Panchayati Raj and municipality elections, the government has made 1/3 participation of females, 1/3 reservation has been given to females, that only they will be electing on those posts in Panchayati Raj also and in municipal elections also. Sometimes this is popularly seen in the villages. The lady is contesting the elections just for the name. आपकी सरपंच कौन है, आपकी मुखिया कौन है? कोई कहता है जी अपने ढाका साहब है. What does that mean? क्योंकि सरपंच कौन बना था? ढाका साहब की धर्मपत्नी बबीता ढाका. But nobody knows her. When females will start taking a step, when they will start taking the power in their hands, then only the improvement will come in the status of the women, and which will take little more time. There has been a bill proposed a decade ago. What is a decade? That's 10 years back. In the Lok Sabha for at least 1/3 representation or 1/3 reservations to be done in Lok Sabha for the female. But nobody is bothered. It is just proposed and there is, no arguments on that, nothing doing so. वो ठंडे बस्ते में चीज पड़ी है. And nobody is bothered कि लेडीज को सच में मतलब 1/3 1/3 हिस्सा देने की जरूरत है क्या गवर्नमेंट में? ठीक है. But if we talk about the whole world, so it is not the same, but yes, if we talk about America, Europe, Africa, they had to fight for it. What is famine? Feminists are the ones who believe in equality of male and female. And what did they do? There were many feminist movements were carried out. They raised some issues for the standard of the females should be upgraded. There has to be equal rights. There has to be equal rights for the voting, for contesting. So they are doing these things to upgrade the status of women. And there are some radical feminists also who are fighting for the daily rights of a woman in the family. और इन सब चीजों का पूरे वर्ल्ड वाइड में बहुत फायदा हुआ. इंडिया में भी हुआ बट उतना नहीं हुआ जितना कि होना चाहिए था. Then we have some Scandinavian countries like we have Denmark, we have Sweden. So in these countries the standard of females is better. It is good because they are being respected. They are not just housemaid. They are not just working in the family and the household chores, but yes, they are going out. They are being respected for that. So we now discussed the gender basis. I hope the things are very, very clear to you, and I hope you will also be working for the upliftment of women, right? So that was all about discussing the gender social division. Now we will be doing the religion and the caste social divisions. So let's discuss the second division of the society on the basis of religion. What is religion? Dharm kya hai? The belief in that omnipresent God, the supreme power. और सब लोग धर्म को अलग अलग चीजों से डिफाइन करते हैं. The popularly known as religion, how many religions can be named? Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, ईसाई. ठीक है. So Mahatma Gandhi also gave a very strong statement. What did he say? He said, you can't separate religion and politics. You can't separate religion and politics. Why? Because politics is guided by the ethics of the religion. और ethics of religion का मतलब यहाँ पर क्या है कि जहाँ पर धर्म की जीत होती है, धर्मनिरपेक्षता होती है, तो उन्होंने कहा पॉलिटिक्स को वो ही गाइड करेंगे. ठीक है. बट व्हाट डू यू थिंक? आर द पॉलिटिशियंस आर टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द थिंग्स विदाउट एनी बायस और इन अ जस्टिफाइड वे? नो, दे आर नॉट. एंड व्हाट इज कम्युनलिज्म? कम्युनलिज्म क्या है? जब भी ये शब्द हमारे दिमाग में आता है तो हमारे दिमाग में क्या आता है एकदम से? वायलेंस, रायट्स, मैस्कर. और क्या आता है? पार्टीशन ऑफ इंडिया in the year 1947. Many of you must have seen some movies जहां पर पूरी ट्रेन आती थी पाकिस्तान से, जो ट्रेन इंडिया आती थी उसमें किसकी बॉडीज होती थी? हिंदुओं की होती थी। और जो इंडिया से पाकिस्तान जाती थी उसमें किसकी बॉडीज होती थी? मुस्लिम्स की होती थी। वो नफरत किस में बदल गई? वो रायट्स में बदल गई। इंडिया इज डोमिनेटेड बाय द रिलीजन, यस, द सेंटिमेंट्स। हमारे मन में, हमारे इमोशंस को रिलीजन डोमिनेट करता है। ठीक है? State religion is the basis of politics in India, and one religion tries to be superior than the other religion. अपना सिक्का गाड़ना चाहते हैं, अपना डोमिनेंस दिखाना चाहते हैं कि हमारी रिलीजन तुम्हारे रिलीजन से हर एक चीज में सुपीरियर है, बेटर है। The majority followers dominate the state or the territory. What will the minority feel? They feel alienated. उनमें क्या फीलिंग आती है? अलूफ, अकेलेपन की। And what do they tend to do? उनका मन करता है कि उनकी भी एक पॉलिटिक्स के अंदर अपनी सत्ता होनी चाहिए, जो माइनॉरिटी के इंटरेस्ट को क्या कर सके? उनको प्रोटेक्ट कर सके। So this is basically political mobilization is a term which comes into the scene. What is political mobilization? Party is divided on the basis of religion, and the parties are made. Society is being divided into many religions, and further they make their own parties. Fine? But the framers, the drafters of our constitutions were very wise, and they knew that this challenge they will be facing. What is the challenge they had to combat? Communalism. Because जब 1947 में पार्टीशन हुआ था तो उस टाइम पे चीजें बहुत खराब हुई थी, और ये सब चीजें जिन्होंने ड्राफ्ट किया अपना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन उनके दिमाग में आई थी, and they were wise enough to frame the constitution because they knew these problems can come again. So India do not have any official religion, unlike Sri Lanka, who is following Buddhism. Like Pakistan, they are following Islam. England is following Christianity. But इंडिया के अंदर कोई भी रिलीजन ऑफिशियली डिक्लेयर्ड नहीं है कि इंडिया का ऑफिशियल रिलीजन क्या है, बिकॉज कोई भी नहीं है। एंड सेकेंड पॉइंट इज वी हैव फ्रीडम टू प्रोपगेट, प्रैक्टिस एंड प्रोफेस एनी रिलीजन विच वी लाइक टू डू। थर्ड, वी हैव आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. The Constitution of India prohibits any kind of discrimination on the grounds of religion, like providing the jobs or getting admitted in an education institution or on any other places where the government is directly or indirectly involved. So the Constitution strictly prohibits the same. Then state is allowed to intervene in the matters of religion to ensure equality to all the individuals. The biggest example is abolishing of untouchability. Untouchability इंडिया में बैन है, तो जो धर्म इसका एनकरेज करते थे, जो धर्म अनटचेबिलिटी को एनकरेज करते थे और प्रैक्टिस करते थे, तो क्या किया स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने? आके इंटरफेयर किया और उसको बैन किया। एंड द रूल्स हैव बीन मेड, द लॉ अगेंस्ट अनटचेबिलिटी वाज मेड anyone who will be practicing it will be punished under the law. So जब हम कम्युनलिज्म की बात खत्म करते हैं तो हम इस शायरी से करते हैं, हम तो ठहरे अजनबी, हम तो ठहरे अजनबी कितनी मुलाकातों के बाद, हम तो ठहरे अजनबी कितनी मुलाकातों के बाद, खून के धब्बे धुलेंगे कितनी बरसातों के बाद. We'll remain strangers even after so many meetings, and the blood stains will remain after so many rains. So let's curb this communalism from our country, because to curb and combat, we need to pull ourselves in the daily lives. So let's discuss the third point, that is caste in politics. What is a caste? बड़ा जनरल सी चीज है कि हम जब एक दूसरे से पूछते हैं कि आप किस कास्ट के हो, तो पहले जब अपना पुराने जमाने में जो हमारी पूरा वर्ग था, पूरा सोसाइटी थी, दैट वाज डिवाइडेड इनटू 4 पार्ट्स. जैसा मैंने पहले भी बताया था, ब्राह्मण्स सबसे ऊपर रखते थे उनको. क्या होता था, उनका पूजा पाठ करते थे, अपनी हर एक जगह पे मरने के ऊपर भी वही आते थे, और अगर कोई बहुत अच्छा ऑस्पिशियस चीज है तब भी वही आते थे, तो उनको सब बहुत सम्मान देते थे. देन वी हैड क्षत्रियास, जो कि वॉरियर रेस बोलते थे उनको. फिर आते थे वैश्य, वो कौन होते थे, बिजनेस क्लास. फिर होते थे शूद्र, जिनको काफी बुरी प्लाइट थी, जिनकी बहुत बुरी कंडीशंस में वो रहते थे, और उनको हम बोलते हैं आजकल शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट. बट आपको क्या लगता है, क्या ये भगवान ने डिविजन की है? नहीं. Who all did these things? The human. इन्होंने अपनी सोसाइटी को कास्ट में डिविजन कर दिया. ये अगर हम देखते हैं पूरे वर्ल्ड में तो बहुत ज्यादा पॉपुलर नहीं है, यूनिवर्सल नहीं है, बट इंडिया का ये एक इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है, फीचर है, कि जो काफी ज्यादा कास्टिज्म हमारी कंट्री में देखने को मिलता है. तो कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स से रिलेटेड कैसे है? अनडाउटेडली बहुत ज्यादा है. आपने देखा होगा जब इलेक्शंस आते हैं तो वोट्स मांगना शुरू करते हैं, सब अपनी कास्ट के ऊपर मांगते हैं. बट स्टेट के अंदर कोई भी कास्ट जो होती है वो इतनी नंबर्स में नहीं होती कि एक ही कास्ट के लोग अगर अपना नेता चुने तो वो जीत जाए. तो वी हैव टू टेक द सपोर्ट ऑफ ऑल द कास्ट्स. सो द वन हु इज one is getting elected or contesting the elections has to be in touch with the different castes, because एक कास्ट के भी 2 लोग खड़े हो जाते हैं और वो क्या ट्राई करते हैं, they try to exploit the emotions of the voters, they try to lure them by emotions, by अपनी धर्म की, अपनी जात की थोड़ी बहुत रिलेशंस देके उनको बार बार उनको क्या बोलते हैं कि आप मुझे वोट देंगे. इन चीजों के लिए 2-3 चीजों की देयर आर मेनी टर्म्स व्हिच वी शुड बी डिस्कसिंग. वंस अर्बनाइजेशन. व्हाट इज अर्बनाइजेशन? व्हेन द रूरल पॉपुलेशन मूव्स टू सिटीज फॉर वर्क. देन वी हैव ऑक्यूपेशनल मोबिलिटी. अर्लियर अगर हम कहेंगे ब्राह्मण का बेटा वेद ही पढ़ता था, अगर शूद्र था कोई तो वो सारे सफाई के ही काम करता था. बट नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द मॉडर्न एरा? पीपल ऑफ ऑल द कास्ट आर गोइंग टू अडॉप्ट डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ ऑक्यूपेशन रिलेटेड टू देयर इंटरेस्ट. जो उनका दिल करता है. क्या डॉक्टर सिर्फ क्षत्रिय बन सकता है, या शूद्र बन सकता है, या वैश्य बन सकता है, या ब्राह्मण बन सकता है? नहीं. Nowadays you are allowed, you are at the liberty to choose your own occupation. Then we have caste hierarchy. जैसे मैंने आपको समझाया, चारों ही अलग अलग कास्ट हैं, तो उनको हम क्या कहते हैं, अलग अलग हायरार्की सिस्टम देते हैं. सबसे ऊपर ब्राह्मण और सबसे नीचे शूद्र आते हैं. जब कोई भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी बनाते हैं तो हम उस पॉलिटिकल पार्टी को बनाने के लिए अपनी कास्ट का पूरा जोर लगाते हैं, और स्टेट में उसकी गवर्नमेंट आती है और उसको सीट मिलती है, उसको कंटेस्ट करने के लिए अपना उम्मीदवार बनाया जाता है. द वन हुज कास्ट इज डोमिनेटिंग इन दैट particular area. So I hope you must have understood what was hierarchy system followed in the caste system, and what is the casteism play important role in the politics also. So the society, the electorates has to keep in mind that they have to be in touch with all kind of caste to win the elections. So that was all about the chapter today. I hope you have understood it very nicely, and if you have some doubts, you can ping me on YouTube also and on WhatsApp group also, and you can always reach me, and Rashmi ma'am also, who's your teacher of SST. I just wanted to meet you today so I can gear you up. If you are not studying, start studying, because now I'm not there to check on you physically, but yes, I'm always there with you emotionally. I'm there to support you. So study well, give so much good time to your studies. Okay, work hard, and bye bye. See you soon.